In this video, we will see how to use the OMICRON customer portal to download the softwares to manage the OMICRON devices, also the firmwares that's also required to update when there is a new version comes up for the different OMICRON devices that we do use. Also, many more information are available in the OMICRON customer portal related to the technical documents, PTL files, for example, to test the protection relays, the templates, and events, training, and some of the recorded videos, webinars. Most of the information we will see now that are available in the OMICRON customer portal. So to access, we need an internet access on our PC. Then we open a browser. There we can able to search www.omicronenergy.com. Then we will be traversed to the OMICRON Energy webpage. There we can able to select in the top right, there is an option to log in. If you are an existing OMICRON customer portal user, we can directly provide our username, that's a login name, and the password, and then we can directly log in. When we do not have the customer portal access already, then we can start with the sign up now option in the down. So by selecting this sign up now option, we can able to have an option to provide our details as an user to get request to gain an access to the OMICRON customer portal. So we need to provide our name, the first name, last name, and the company name, also where we exactly located, basically the company or the project that we are doing it. And then we go for the register option, and post register selection, we need to provide the OMICRON serial number, the OMICRON device serial number that is really required to complete the registration in order to download the different softwares to manage the OMICRON devices. So I have an access already. So in that case, I can just provide my username and password. Then I will log in. So post login, what could be able to see here in the OMICRON customer portal? In the main page, we can able to see the recent stories that are available in the OMICRON Energy webpage. In the top level and in the down, we could able to see the recently released softwares for the different products, both primary, secondary, also the monitoring solutions like MPD devices. And in the right side, we could able to see the technical support, email access, where we can able to directly contact the 24/7 technical support line. And then we can even able to fill the form related to the technical support that we need from this section. And under this, we could able to see the recently published newses from OMICRON webpage that's available. Similarly, you get an exclusive access to this latest news in the OMICRON customer portal in the down. And then the knowledge library. So these are related to the technical papers, application notes, and the articles that are published in the different events in global level. Most of them are related to the primary, secondary, also the substation automation system application testing, and many other information that we can able to get by exploring this level. And we get the latest information that are published in the top level, and we can also see the training courses in the down. The training courses used to get more insights from the basics to the advanced level, how to use the OMICRON devices for testing primary, secondary applications. And then we also could able to see the different events that are happening in global level, the different regions, then the videos that are really useful for the different application testing on the introduction level, and some of the applications are covered in the overview level, where we can able to understand in the main page. And in the right side, where we can able to select the three lines, and there we can able to see the menus. And in the first menu, for example, when we need to download a latest version of the software or the previous version to the latest version software, then we can able to select the software overview option. There we can able to see the different softwares. For example, Admo for the data asset management, and then Arco for recloser control, application testing. So there are many other software applications, and there are some more firmwares, for example, the CMC test sets. There are different um, communication hardwares. It requires also a firmware updates. It's also important as an end user to have a latest firmware in order to get the maximum benefits and the improvement that has been added to achieve the full benefits that are part of the recent releases in the firmware. So the firmwares can be downloaded in this particular level, and we can also able to get the, the different documents, mostly the what's new, and depending on the selection, we can able to get the contents. So let's go back on the main software overview. For example, if there is a requirement to download the test universe software, what we can able to do, we can able to go in the down, there is a test universe. So there we can able to see the recently released version. It's a 4.30 at the moment, and we can able to go and select all relevant information related to the test universe, and we can able to see an option to download the OMICRON softwares. For example, in this case, it's a test universe 4.30 for 64-bit and 32-bit compatible operating system that we have. And then we also can able to see the what's new document and the overview level of the newly introduced feature belong to the recent version. And we can able to get the different test module information, the packages for the test universe. Let's go back. Let's see one more application. For example, when there is a requirement to use the DENU 400. So in that case, we need to download the DENU control software application to manage the DENU 400 hardware. So here we have the DENU control software, and we can able to go to the additional information. By selecting this, we can able to download the recently available version for the DENU 400 hardware management. So we can also get an access to the what's new document to know about the recently released features in the available version. So there are two different ways to download the softwares. We can even scroll down the whole page by selecting the software overview, or else we can able to just type in the search box in the top, and then we can also able to get example. Let me select the stations code, so it actually searches and it will provide you the information when we search the right word. We can able to see the relevant documents and we can able to easily download. So let's go to so the type of information, for example, by selecting the type of document. For example, when we need a software for the search that we applied, then we can able to go to the stations code software, and there we can able to download the recent version that are available here for the stations code application testing, and the what's new document and the different type of licensing option. And next, you'll also see some more information in the menu that's related to the protection testing library. So it's a PTL. In short, we do call. And there are different templates available for protection testing. So it's a library where we can able to select on the left side. So introduction can be understandable. Then in the library, we can able to select and then open the library. There we can able to have an advanced filter in terms of vendors. So there are so many different vendor protection ID templates available for the different make IDs, and then relevant to the application. You can even pick the application in order to filter um, in a better way. So we can even able to download the whole package. In the down, we can able to see the complete package for the entire PTL up to date. So we can able to download the 2 GB file from this level when we really need it in offline. Then we can able to use it later on. And third one is about the knowledge library. The knowledge library help us to know the latest trends and technologies on different applications from the primary to the secondary, also the advanced communication for the substation automation, basically the 6150 application testing, also the cybersecurity application testing. We can able to filter on the product level, starting from the asset management up to the cybersecurity applications, like the station guard and the product level. We can able to apply the filter, and even for the applications for the cable monitoring, instrument transformer testing, power transformer testing, the circuit breaker, and we have a protection application testing and the IEC 620 application testing, also the cybersecurity. Depending on the application, we can able to apply the filter, and the content type is it our article or the technical papers or the application notes, or it's relevant to the certificates of the product, the presentation that are used in the different global events, and what's new document for the different products. This is really a good option to filter, and the filtering can be applicable in terms of the type of event and when it exactly happened. There are some scheduled event for every years. We can able to even filter in terms of the events. And the language also flexibly chosen in the right based on the requirement. And again, going back to the menu, so there are some terminology database. This provides the clarity on the glossary. For example, when we need a definition for some term, for example, I will just use an ID because ID is one of the term used in the secondary side of the substation, even in the primary for the digital substation side. So what is meant by an IED when we call as a short term? What's the exact definition? And there are many other insights, not only an IED. This is a small example, but there are more information can be understandable that are used within Omicron, but it's also applicable in general when we are working in the electrical engineering world. So next is about the training. What are the scheduled training from Omicron that are scheduled globally? We can able to see this. Most of the training now started happening in physical. There are some training also available virtually. We can able to see those training and we can able to apply. So the training can also be filtered on the different levels related to the application products, and the location also flexibly filtered for the different regions based on requirement. And next one is about the news. So this is about the latest news which are published officially from Omicron for the customers especially, and we can able to get those access from the Omicron customer portal itself without going to the Omicron webpage now and then. So here we can able to get the latest releases, updates, trends and technology related to the Omicron application testing. And then we can also able to see the events. So events is basically the different global events that are happening throughout the world from the different Omicron offices. Then we'll go back to the videos. So the videos also can be flexibly selectable for the different product range, application range, and then there are so many different videos we can able to watch it to gain more informations and insights from the different perspective of the application testing. And next is about the Omicron cover stories. So the Omicron cover story is also available in the Omicron webpage. So you'll be able to get the recent cover stories about cybersecurity and the digital transformation and the partial discharge testing, also the automatic, the advanced protection testing. Um, so these are the stories which we can able to flexibly explore and then read to get the top level information about the different story which are published. And next we'll also get an exclusive access to the Omicron magazine. There we also provide more information that are happening globally. So this one, the recent magazine talk about the Omicron Customer Care Center, where we can able to see the different primary assets, secondary assets, even with the switchgear environment, and we can able to virtually connect from the different parts of the world, and we can able to even go there and visit to learn more about the application testing physically. The Omicron magazine can be readable online, and we can even able to download the magazine locally to read it offline later on. Then next one is about the newses, which we have already seen. And the phase out library used to explain the products which has been released already to the market, and what about the product life cycle, about the release product, when exactly the the support will be stopped, basically the discontinuation of the particular product which has been released to the market already, and what is the alternate product, the successor of the product that we're going to discontinue. And most of the softwares are the hardware products, and some of the old software which we also stopped now, so those information can be easily understandable, and we can also able to see the successor product, which is very important as a manufacturer, having the responsibility to guide the end user of the product to choose the alternate solution, which are having the latest technology in terms of having the latest component available in the market, also the softwares, the firmware information, also the software components that are used in the different applications. Next is about the My Hardware documents, which is also very important. So as an end user, by having an access to the Omicron customer portal, we used to register with the serial number of our device. So we can able to choose the device, and then we can able to provide the serial number, and once we submit, we could able to see the calibration certificate related to the product that we have purchased it and registered it as an end user. So this is how we gain a lot of information from the Omicron customer portal. There are many more information based on the selection that we have seen. So in case if you need more support, always feel free to contact Omicron technical support. So you'll be able to see the Omicron technical support email ID from our Omicron customer portal, also the Omicron web page in the top level. So there is an option in the web page, the support. There we can able to see the technical support. Depending on the location where you are, you can able to choose the region correctly, and that's in the technical support request, and we will be happy to support you for your different technical support request. Thank you. Take care. Bye.